this channel where we spread love and positive vibes only. And I want to start by thanking our subscribers, our returning subscribers, and our new subscribers. We appreciate you. We are very, very thankful, and we always pray for you, like I always tell you guys, and we really thank you so much. To those that take their time to like our videos, comment down below, direct us, correct us, do all that. We appreciate you and we thank you so much. Guys, if you watch this video, kindly, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. If you are watching, kindly like the video and leave a sweet comment down below so that you can actually motivate us even to shoot videos more and more. Today, I want to talk about something that I came across and it really amazed me. I came across triplets, girls, and their names were Maraika, Makari, and Makaeri. Mahari and Makaeri. They are triplet twins to foster. They are actually called foster triplets. And these girls really amazed me. These girls can sing and sing and sing and sing. Their voices are so melodious. I listened to them and they are just young girls. And they were saying they started singing when they were 5-year-old. And I was asking, this is a question I always ask myself when I read about somebody in Jamaica and you're told they started athletics when they were 8-year-old, when they were 5-year-old, when they were this age. And I wondered, by the way, guys, because I know there are so many people from Jamaica, from Caribbeans, who actually watch this channel. Do you start training your children, the Caribbeans, when they are very young? Do they take the path they want to go when they are young, and which age? Because I always get amazed when I see such small girls and they are doing a lot. They actually go homeschooling because they have a career in music. They go and participate in shows. They give out to the society, according to the interview. And they are barely 10 years. Maybe now they are 10 years, but they started singing when they were 5-year-old. And I was perplexed by the kind of greatness I've seen in Jamaica. I've seen so many people outside Jamaica who are Jamaicans who are doing very great. And I really associated their success, with the fact that they are trained at an early age to become who they want to become. And these girls who are saying their parents are very good encouragers to what they do, and they are open to their parents. They can be able to actually share anything with their parents. And I got really perplexed. I got excited. I got amazed by these young girls who are doing actually so great. They are outside and yet they are young people. I also came across this boy who was actually being interviewed by Ellen. And the boy is a trainer. And he said that he started going around the estate and seeing young men who are just idle. And he decided to be training them to do exercise. You could have heard him ordering the young boys and girls on how to do the skills he was training them in. And actually he said, I want to be a record breaker in track events. And his role model was Usain Bolt. And I wondered, at what age do the children in the Caribbeans are trained in the path they want to take? Or rather, in who they want to be. And I associated the success of the Caribbeans, especially Jamaica, which I have known so many people that are successful, to the fact that they train when they are so young. Actually, I came across so many people that are outside Jamaica in diaspora, and they are so successful. Maybe the Jamaicans in the house can tell us the secret. Is it because You are taken to your path when you are too young, and you develop a liking, you develop the hard workery, you develop the disciplinary, you develop all that. I also came across another boy who is actually a business person at age 12. And the business he does is bringing a lot of money, and he was saying that the parents are entrepreneur and they are actually the ones who motivated him. He's learning a business worth millions of shillings at 12-year-old. And I was wondering, a 12-year-old in Kenya is still a child. They are still playing around outside. They don't even know what they're going to do. And I'm not saying Kenya we are behind, but we don't train our children so early. Actually, by the time the child completes high school, which is actually 18-year-old, you have not decided what path you're going to take. I think our education system has really contributed to us pampering children until the age of even 25. Most of the children at age 25, they are still in their father's homes, not knowing what they want in life. When I see a 12-year-old Jamaican doing business and doing great and having the discipline of money and the discipline of maintaining the business, I was shocked. I can tell you for sure, I was shocked. And no wonder the people of Jamaica are doing so well outside there. Kindly, if you are a Jamaican, can you tell us, is it all the children that are trained to actually follow their path at an early age? Because really this triggered me, and I think that no wonder most of the Jamaicans are so successful outside Jamaica. They are so independent. They are so hardworking, because from the time you are 5-year-old, you are trained that you are supposed to do business. You are supposed to follow the music path. You are supposed to be disciplined in terms of keeping time, in terms of hard work, in terms of training, in terms of participating. Like these 3 girls, they were saying that they have time to actually homeschool. They have time to practice their music. They have time to go and perform. They have time for everything. And you can imagine, they are actually young girls. This 12-year-old businessman, I don't know whether to call him business boy. The 12-year-old was talking about discipline in terms of running the business, in terms of money. And he was saying, the money I sell, I keep. And actually, replant it back? Do what? Plow it back into the business. And I was saying, a 12-year-old and our 20-year-old here in Kenya, they don't even know what to do. I think the parenting and the systems of the government and what education, or rather how the education system has been put in place, dictates a lot who our children will be. So I saw there are so many successive Jamaicans outside Jamaica in the diaspora, and we all know, we'll start with the first one, who is actually waiting to be the next president of America, Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris is actually the vice president, not young, she's the vice president of the United States of America. The father has his roots from Jamaica. And I think this man, having the roots of Jamaica and having the fact that the Jamaican children are trained very early, he came to train this girl when she was very young, how to be confident, how to be hardworking, how to actually not suffer from a complex, inferiority complex, because for you to get such a position, you need to be very independent, you need to be very hardworking, you need to be very selfless. So these children are trained very early how to hard work, how to be independent, how to take positions that are very, very high in other governments apart from Jamaica. And therefore, when I look at Kamala Harris, I see a very, very independent woman, a very zealous woman, a very hardworking woman, a very determined woman, a very down-to-earth woman. And soon, we are going to call her the next president of United States of America because she had good roots, disciplined very early, taught how to be who she wants to be at a very early age. I also came across other great Jamaicans who are actually doing great outside Jamaica. I came across Patrick Ewing, a famous NBA player. And it is said he plays for New York Knicks. And this guy, actually his roots are from Jamaica, and he has defeated all the odds to be a great player in a country whereby there is a lot of competition. There is a lot of people who do the same thing like he does. Why has he become famous? Because from childhood, he was trained to be who he wants to be. He was trained to be disciplined in terms of timekeeping, in terms of training, because for you to be a great NBA player, you have to be having discipline in terms of training, in terms of availing yourself for training, in terms of hard work, in terms of zeal. Yeah, so this guy must have gone a thorough training as he was growing up. Then we have this person known as Sonia Richards. This girl was actually born in Kingston and went to school in the same place. She was in Vass Prep School. And this is a school I've heard about it. I don't know, maybe the Jamaicans in the house can tell us, is it a school that trains talent? Or it is just a normal school, but talents are encouraged in this school? Because I've seen it severally when it comes to track and field events. So this girl went to Vass Prep School, and she is currently, I think she has retired by now, but she was an American track and field athlete who competed internationally for United States of America, and she's actually worth $2.5 million. So this is a woman who has worked hard to gain herself a place in United States of America as a track and field competitor. And she has done exemplary well to have earned herself a position in this great country, but now she has retired, actually doing her own things. And she's worth $2.5 million. That is a lot of money. She's a rich woman. And she has just earned herself a place. She earned herself a place to actually participate in the track and field events in the United States of America. So this is a great woman. For her to qualify to run for America, it seems a great deal, a great blessings, a great hard work. So we are celebrating the Jamaicans who are doing great outside Jamaica and who have gone through the Jamaican systems to actually mold them to be who they are. Then we have Shaquille O'Neal. And this is a man, he's actually a professional basketballer. I don't know whether I am actually pronouncing the name nicely, Shaquille O'Neal. And this is a man who is actually playing for United States of America in basketball, and he is also a sport analyst in NBA television. He is a great man, and this guy has his roots in Jamaica. Can you see these people have defeated all the odds to be great people in a great country where you have actually to struggle to be up there because there are so many people competing to have the position you are in. And therefore, we see these men and women have great training to be who they are outside the world and to conquer the world and become who they are in the society. And this is what I'm talking about. I don't know whether it is early upbringing and early preparation and early molding and early discipline. All those combined together make these great men and women from Jamaica. The other one is Mayweather. Mayweather is an American boxing promoter and a former professional boxer. Do you know, for you to gain these titles, you have to have worked hard. You have to be disciplined. You have to be brought up well. You have to be taught the tingo, the fruits of hard work. So this guy stands a position in the United States of America as a professional boxer and a boxing promoter. So he has actually won major championship and was once named the fighter of the decade by Boxing Writers Association of America. He was actually one time named the fighter of the decade. This title requires you to have done exemplary well for you to get this title. So we really celebrate Mayweather and his attainments or achievements in this era. The other one whom we have actually talked about in this channel is Colin Powell. Colin Powell was actually an American politician with Jamaican roots. Can you imagine coming from a small island and you become an American politician and you earn yourself a statesman title? You also win yourself a diplomat title and the United States Army officer. All these titles this man has. He is an American politician, a statesman, a diplomat, and a United States Army officer who became United States Secretary of State. Do you know that is a great position? And this guy has fought all the odds, all the obstacles, all the ups and downs to be United States Secretary of State. A great position. And this guy once said that success is as a result of preparation, hard work, running from failures. And I loved that. Success is not just gained by sitting down and watching others. It's as a result of hard work, resilient preparation, and enduring failure, and refusing to be actually pulled back by the past failures. It is failing and waking up and taking your position again to be what God has destined you to be. And this is what this man contributed, or rather said, has contributed to his success. He is a great person in United States of America, and he has his roots from Jamaica. And that is why I'm asking you, what makes these men and women so successful outside their country? And even the ones who are inside their country are doing great. The Caribbeans has trained the children to be great people there in the society. Because I was looking at somebody in the Dominican Republic who is actually doing very, very well outside there, and yet he's from these small islands that we see in the Caribbeans. These children are really something. Can you imagine a 12-year-old running a business? You know that is not a joke. That is a lot of training as a young man, a lot of discipline as a young man, a lot of hard work. I cannot imagine. Then the next person is Mike Tyson. The mother was a Jamaican, and he's actually an American professional boxer. He has won a lot of titles. We all know Mike Tyson because of zeal, his hard work, his He's winning in the boxing arena. And therefore, as we celebrate these great men and women of Jamaica, we have known that training a child when they are young, they can actually be who they want to be in life. I have learned a lot of lessons from these Jamaican men and women. I have learned a lot of lessons from watching the Jamaican channels that talk about them, that talk about what is happening on the ground, that talk about the discipline their children have from very, very early age. Somebody told me that the Jamaican children go to school at 3-year-old. At 3-year-old, we are still calling our children babies, and we are not yet in a position to decide what they want to be. But a 3-year-old in Jamaica has already gone to school. They are preparing for the life ahead. And you can see at 5-year-old, they have started training in their path they would like. Some in track events, others in boxing, others in singing, others in doing a lot. And that is why I think these men and women, and others have not mentioned here, are doing exemplary great outside their country. Because they have been trained well, because they started early, because they know their path at a very early age. And we celebrate them for this. So guys, I tend to think the great, if you are int, or if you have Jamaican roots, you start very, very great chance to succeed. By the way, I've not told you, we have Jamaicans here in Kenya who have started restaurant businesses and they are doing exemplary well. Whenever Jamaicans go, if they have a ring from Jamaica, they do great. They do exemplary well. They succeed in whatever they do. And today, I celebrate their childhood upbringing, their mothers and their fathers, their parents, and the fact that these great men and women are doing great because of who they were when they were young, what they were taught when they were young, the discipline they got when they were young, and we celebrate them. There are so many Kenyans, Jamaicans in Kenya who are doing exemplary well because of their discipline. See you during the next video. Bye-bye.